And welcome to the Firebirds Voicecast. Now, um, I am your host, Arotiar Kirri, here with a very interesting podcast that I decided to start up here talking about video games, anime, cartoons, and even YouTube at some points. I'm very nervous and very excited to start this up. And for the first podcast that I thought I would create, I kind of wondered on what game I could not know a whole lot about, but at the same time have somebody that knew a whole lot about it. And there's obviously Minecraft, but we didn't want that because we've made 3 videos on that already. So I thought, hey, why not do some Rocket League with my friend over here, Shorty Adams? So enjoy as we talk about the recent updates in Rocket League. So go ahead, Shorty.
Yeah. So, um, the most important part of the next update that is coming, in my opinion, is the transparent goalposts and the standardization of Starbase Arc and Wastelands. That is I think, the most important part of the update. There are a few other kind of big things,
Mm-hmm.
but that's like the most game changing things in the game. Like other stuff is just new stuff being added.
Yeah, I know you were really excited for the transparent goalposts
Yeah,
because we have a lot of problems with those when we play.
yeah,
Um,
it is like something that people have been asking for a long time.
yeah, I remember you saying that because um, that's just something that's really been on a lot of people's minds, especially with the fact that like it's hard to maneuver around
See,
and hit
yeah.
the ball. Yeah, especially
When
like
you can't see, yeah,
yeah, there's a big freaking goalpost in your way.
yeah.
Um, kind of makes me wonder the coding in that, like how
Well,
they work that out.
uh,
I'm just saying because
I
like
could tell you probably like general idea of how it could be.
we only have 30 minutes here, dude. Are you sure?
Okay, probably not. I'll tell you off recording if you want to know. Um, and then I think a Rotar will actually be excited about this one, okay?
Oh boy.
Mario and Luigi cars for Nintendo Switch Edition.
Oh, that is sweet. I think I saw that. It's
Yeah.
actually that does make me happy because I know not to get off topic here, but I know the Switch is actually bringing I think over like 100 and some indie games to the Switch.
Rocket League, I
And
don't think is an indie game, but yeah.
it's still very promising to see that Nintendo's kind of opening its doors a
Yeah,
tad
yeah.
more. Yeah, that does make me a little happy. What makes me more happy
But
though is I'll never have to play on Starbase Arc like that ever again.
like Starbase Arc, yeah. Let me tell you something about. So it's exclusive to Nintendo Switch only, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly what is exclusive to P. Like there's alpha items that are only on the PC, the alpha cap, the alpha boost, the alpha wheels, the golden nugget. I think the golden nugget's on PS4. I'm not sure. Um, but when we play these people, because there will be cross compatibility, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this isn't the forum post on their website, but one of the developers was asked this on Reddit, and he replied with saying, "When you see these inside the game,
Mm-hmm.
it will show up as Octane.
Oh,
That means it has Octane hitbox and stuff."
I was gonna say, does that mean that it has like the Octane hitbox and
Yeah.
everything?
And
So,
then there is also a Samus gunship Metroid,
oh my gosh.
and that will show up. It actually looks pretty cool.
Uh,
Um, I'll share my screen actually,
yeah, I was
show
gonna
you what
say.
that looks like.
Let me see this. It's
I'm
seriously
sharing my
something from
stuff.
Metroid.
Yeah,
That's a very
this one
interesting.
at the bottom here.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Oh,
that
wrong one.
looks
Yep.
sweet.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I forgot this isn't a video, so I don't gotta worry about showing what's on my screen.
well, I get to see it though, and if you can, I'll send me the link or whatever.
Insert JPEG here.
Yeah.
Um, but
that
this is Luigi one, Mario one.
Look at
This
those
one I think looks
wheels.
very promising.
Oh, those wheels are beautiful, man.
Um, but it's going to show up as breakout when you see it in game or
It
whenever you're facing someone from Switch.
it kind of looks like the Endo.
It does. But it's got the hitbox of the breakout.
That is pretty interesting. I think it's kind of like I said, and like I said, not to get off topic here, but it's to me as a Nintendo fan, it's very promising to see like how far Nintendo seems to be coming when it comes to this sort of stuff with the Switch. Because like I know with like Mario and Rabbids, so it was specifically created by Ubisoft, although it's a Mario game.
Right.
Like, and that's not, and it's widely accepted as a really nice game, which is, in my opinion, really good. Like, it's nice to see how good this is becoming, and how they're kind of just like letting people use their stuff, and as long as they do certain things, and I don't know, it just excites me.
So this is the new Starbase arc.
Uh huh.
See how there's no octagon shaped
Yeah.
anymore. It's pretty amazing. There's a little glimpse at the transparent goalpost right there.
Oh, I see what they did. So like,
It's only when you're inside the goal, I believe, though.
oh,
Because if you look on, I don't know if I could zoom in far enough. Can I actually like? This is in Photoshop, shorty. See how this one isn't as transparent as the other one?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Uh,
I know with Starbase Dark, like, it's very excruciating trying to like block. Like you're like, oh, they're not gonna make this shot,
yeah, and
and then
then
it
it makes a weird bounce.
yeah, like wraps around it and like goes straight in. Like they don't even have to make the shot, and it's pretty. It's kind of makes me wonder why they even allowed that sort of like map in ranked in the first place. But maybe they just didn't expect that, or because like when you're a developer, like you don't a lot
Well,
of
the
times. Good.
well, I think what they were thinking was like, oh, the competitive scene needed to change. They wanted to bring something different to the table so that it wasn't the same style maps being played all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And but when it came out, the competitive scene was like not liking them, and everybody in the community wanted it to be changed to standard. And now it's all standardized maps. Like
Mm-hmm.
every map is going to be standardized and competitive now.
Yeah, that's one of the many things that I kind of don't like about Rocket League
It,
competitive.
it goes best both ways. It goes both ways.
Well, because in my opinion, there's really no changes within the maps, and it's more of just like adding a different skin to a map. And
Uh, we have our
yeah, we have our
opinions.
differences. We have our
Yeah.
differences with that, but that's just. I mean, I applaud them for actually trying to make it a little different there. Like I'm actually trying to compliment the people here, with that fact is that they actually tried to make something different, and
Right.
even though it didn't work, maybe they can make a few more different maps that can be used in competitive. Because I kind of feel like that adds something. Like even if those ones too didn't work in particular, like if there is different maps, it'll add different things to competitive.
All right. On to the next thing. Season 6. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The season will start off with a soft reset, which is all accounts previously placed in any competitive playlist. This means every player will need to complete a set of 10 placement matches per playlist, similar to when you play in competitive playlists for the first time. This soft reset will calibrate the entire player population for the new season. So there's a difference between a soft reset and a hard reset. Okay, soft reset is like where it kind of remembers your MMR, but it only remembers it for like the first couple matches. That way, like if I'm a grand champion, I'm not facing bronze. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but for me and Arotai, for instance, I'm only in silver 3, and he's in bronze 3, I believe, and he's been in bronze 3. So the game will know that, and it'll place us accordingly for the first couple matches. If we win them, then we'll go up in MMR. and we won't be in this kind of, if we lose, we'll be in a hole. But um, we won't be in this hole where we are now, where like MMR is like ridiculously stupid to
Mm-hmm.
earn. Because when we first placed, we lost like 8 out of the 10 games that we played. We just had started the game, and yeah, so I really like that. Now this picture I'm showing now is the new season rewards. You know how last season we got the trail, the bronze trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. These are the season rewards. These are like, have you played Call of Duty before?
No.
Okay, so when you kill someone, it says like shorty items. When I kill someone on their screen, it shows shorty items and then like a little tag on the bottom. And
Mm-hmm.
this is like your name would be like in the middle there or something. I don't know where you put the name. It'd be kind of clustered.
Well,
But
that's probably going to be where like the names of the things are.
yeah,
So like where bronze is, that's where the name would be.
right. So it's gonna be. I think this has potential. They're gonna be in crates and stuff too. Um,
Now, I have a problem with this.
right.
Not that it's a bad idea. I find like if they do more than just like bronze and silver, like if they make other ones, I think it would be good. But with just having ones where they correspond with the different places in which you were, in my case, I'm in bronze, you're in silver, it kind of sets it to where people are going to kind of associate you with that.
Well, I think you can equip it. You don't have to equip it.
Well, you don't have to equip it, but what's the point of getting a
Right.
reward if you're
But
not going
they're
to equip
in
it?
the new crate is pretty much, it's not confirmed by the devs, but it's pretty much like known to be a thing. Um, it's the autumn crate or something it's gonna be, and it's gonna have different titles and stuff. We don't know what those are yet,
Mm-hmm.
but there people are speculating a new mystery decal, and like different a whole new crate pretty much. And I
Well,
think that's pretty exciting.
well, the one thing, like I said, if they add other ones that aren't associating with your corresponding like
Right.
rank,
Like in Call of Duty,
there's like
I
different
think
patterns and stuff, right? Or
right. In Call of Duty the only way you got these are called banners, I think.
mm-hmm.
The only way you got them was from earning achievements in the game. And I think what would be really cool is like, because you'd have like headshot specialists, you'd get a banner for that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And different ones would look different ways, like kill 50 players with Ghost equipped. Like, imagine get 10 turtle goals in a game and you get like, like a
Mm-hmm.
different banner, right? That
Yeah.
would be like something like for people to go for and like, it'd be a cool aesthetic. But I don't think they're gonna do that.
Well, that would be pretty interesting, and I'd like that. Like if you got like a certain amount of aerial goals, like
Right. Yeah,
they
that'd be
give you
yeah.
an aerial thing, and that's I feel like that would be a lot better.
Use the octane 10 times and win and you get a banner, you know what I'm saying? Like cool stuff like that would be pretty dope.
You get a banner with it says congratulations, you played the worst car. Um,
This is now everybody is now going to roast us because you just roasted like the best car in the game.
it's fine.
Um, Rocket League in general is actually up and coming. They were just recently on not ABC, CBS, you know, demonetization.
well,
So
and well, I wouldn't really call it up and coming. I'd feel like with it when it comes to being like quote unquote
I
mainstream,
guess yeah, yeah.
that it's up and coming.
It's like yeah,
But like besides that, I would say that it's kind of been, in my opinion, it's one of the first things that kind of like started esports. I haven't.
um,
I mean, besides like,
that's debatable.
I feel like though every time I think of esports, though I think of Rocket League. I really don't think of
I
anything
mean,
else.
there was Call of Duty, there was CS:GO way before Rocket League. I think
Well,
Rocket League definitely has a like it's going to be in the 2014 Olympics in like Japan. I think it's going to be, or not
well,
2014. It's already been 2014, 2024.
well. If you think about it, though, like both CS:GO and Call of Duty, like they're both very centered within like they're a first person shooter, and So
Yeah.
like with Rocket League and even like other
I mean,
games,
Rocket League is very unique.
even other games which kind of popped up, like like I know Smash is now actually getting very into the esports thing, which
I know
surprised
they're
me.
doing like FIFA and like 2K,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't think that's something that, in my opinion, I don't think that's an esport, in my opinion.
I
It
mean,
doesn't, you don't really, I
I
guess it can get competitive, but it's not like Dota or like League of Legends, like there's not, it's not competitive, like in my opinion, like I don't see it being that big of an esport.
I mean I feel like with any game, as long as it's like as long as you can face another person, I feel that it has potential to be an
But like with
esport.
Rocket League, it's a lot different. Like, and even with like, isn't Overwatch, don't they have esports?
They actually had their first season the other day.
Yeah, like that's competitive. Rocket League is competitive. Call of Duty competitive is like probably like, even though I think the Call of Duty experience that I had was terrible, I actually really enjoyed the competitive there. Um, any game, I just don't see 2K getting that big of a competitive scene, or FIFA, like, because people are comparing FIFA and Rocket League together, and in my opinion, that's not a comparison. Rocket League is better.
I mean, once again,
No,
that's more of an opinion than a
it's
fact.
fact. It's actually a fact.
It's not. But I don't know. I feel like it has potential. If it does or if it doesn't, it's all down to how things go. But the one thing when it comes to competitive competitive esports and stuff like that I'm surprised with is like I like games like I said like I was trying to say like Smash or like I saw Street Fighter on TV as well, and like these sort of games to where
Oh yeah,
they're fighting games and like I honestly like it's not a bad thing. I didn't think before of the fact that them of having like fighting games be an esport.
yeah.
Um,
I
and
guess like they do have potential being an esport, because like that can get competitive. Like with O2K, there's like too many people. There's 5 on 5. That's like a lot of people on the floor. Like FIFA, there's, I don't know how many people play soccer on the field at once. I'm not even gonna try to guess because I don't know. But I know it's at least like more than 10, I think.
I think it's like 12. I don't know for sure though. Maybe
I don't
14.
know for sure either. I'm not gonna guess because then when I'm wrong, people get mad.
But like I mean, I think that would be the biggest issue now that I think about it is just like trying to get a
Can
team
even get
of
a server, even a LAN server, to even host 14 people and run fine.
I mean, I feel like a LAN server they might, but what I'm thinking more is have trying to get a team of 10 or 5
Yeah,
people rather. I mean, granted, with certain like Overwatch teams are like six, like it's
like,
6v6.
like, but it's not like,
Yeah, like
it's
it's
not like in an Overwatch map, like you have a lot of places to go.
well,
Like in Call of Duty, it's like six. But in Call of Duty, it's like meant to be that way, right? Like
mhm.
it's hard, like in a game like FIFA, I guess. Like I've never played it, but what it appeals is it's hard to get that many people on a server at once, and like Call of Duty barely does it.
Mhm.
Like their servers like suck sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like that's kind of, like I said, the big problem is like trying to have this large amount of people on one server. Um, but I mean, it's worth a try. Is like I feel like it should be like Overwatch because Overwatch, um, there's been teams. This is the first official competitive season, but like there's been several other competitive seasons.
Yeah, is
I
there
mean,
community tournaments and stuff?
yeah,
'Cause
I
that's
believe
what
so.
Rocket League started out with. Like it started out with like community tournaments, like you win, you get like 25 bucks or something. And now it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it was. It's crazy looking like I watched a tad bit of Overwatch's first season, and like it's crazy.
I've been
It's
watching RLCS like every minute of it. The Europe one I still have to catch up on. I know that I know like this isn't supposed to be competitive talk, but um I just want to mention for like the people that come, the teams that were expected to do good, did good. Energy, Jacob's team and Fireburner and all them. I've mentioned them around Arotiar a few times.
hmm
Um, they kind of underperformed, and Jacob was pretty upset about it. I think I know this wasn't competitive talk, but I think what Jacob needs to do. I know he really loves playing the Dominus, and but like in the open play-in for 2v2s with Sizz, like he played the breakout and he like did crazy nuts stuff like and in season 4 RLCS and season 3 he played the breakout and like he did nuts stuff. But when he plays the Dominus, I feel like he's not that good in the Dominus.
I mean, to be fair though, the I feel like when it comes to certain things, especially with like the Dominus, or not the Dominus, the Octane. Me myself, the reason, if I could be on record, myself, the reason why I don't like the Octane is because it's such a ridiculously overpowered car, and I
I
feel like
mean like he used the what card did you say? The
the
Octane?
the Octane. I feel like, and I only have a little bit here, so if I real quick, I'm sorry, but
Okay.
the Octane I feel like is an overpowered car, and then that is why everyone uses it. Because the big thing with the Octane is it has the speed, and it also has the size, like the height to hit the ball and be able to keep up with
It's a
it.
really good car. It's a solid car, but
It's
a lot of people use it. Like, I know that this wasn't supposed to be competitive talk, but like Marky Duda and a few other people have been starting to use the backfire. Marky Duda uses the backfire now, and people are criticizing him about it, and he does pretty good in it. Um, but like when Fireburner made the Batmobile,
mm-hmm.
his defense was like the best defense in the world, and it still is.
But I feel like that in my opinion that's the reason why I don't like the Octane is everyone uses it because they know like I feel
It's
like
solid car.
it's not just a solid card though. In my opinion, it's so overpowered. And
I mean, it's not really OP. Any car can be valuable car. It's just like what is feels good. Like the Octane feels good. It depends. Like to you, the Endo feels good, and I hate the Endo. You know.
I mean that's because the endo. Anyways, I really don't have enough time to go into that, but I like the endo. But yeah, we're going on like 23 minutes here, and I don't want to go. I'm kind of afraid to go over 30 minutes. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually posting this on both my YouTube channel as well as another channel that is doing that holds podcasts. I thought that I would put it in both places to maybe spread it out a little bit. So just a real quick final remarks here.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
there's several changes happening to Rocket League, and from from people normalizing from the normalizing the stages, as well as some updates to the Nintendo Switch one, including a Samus car, which I
Well,
hadn't
the
seen.
Nintendo Switch is actually like being released.
Is soon, I'm guessing.
I think at E something like PAX maybe PAX West, PAX South something crazy.
PAX Um, there's a lot of changes going on to that. There's a lot of esports situations going on also with Rocket League. They're finally getting out there into quote unquote the mainstream, if you want to call it that. They're on TV. That's it.
Yeah.
um, so I believe that's about all. Any last words, Shorty?
No.
That's a word.
Uh, hiccup.
Okay. Hiccup. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this small little podcast. Um, if you want to see more of me, for those of you on the other website that I can't think of the name right now, why not go check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Arotiar. I think that's it. If not, search Arotiar, I guess. Um, those of you on my YouTube channel, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. And we will both see you in the next podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace.